What's going on, everybody? You're tuned in to another episode of Whiskey Business. My name is Jesse, and if you're new here, thanks for stopping by. If you do go on to enjoy this video, I would really appreciate a like, and if you want to see more, subscribe. It's free, and it really helps the channel to grow, and helps me to stay motivated in pushing out more and more content into this new year. Speaking of this new year, it is currently New Year's. So I'm going to be celebrating with another Decapitation. So if you're new here, Decapitation is a series where we just open up a bottle, give our first thoughts on the neck pour, and don't go too in-depth on what's actually in the bottle and the name behind it. But in the review series, which will come later after the bottle has had time to open up and I've gotten to acquaint myself with it, that's when we'll go more into a deeper dive on the juice inside of the bottle. If you are looking to see more of this type of content, where we like to highlight what the LCBO has to offer, because if you're a local Ontarian like myself, we're locked into the LCBO. If you want to buy liquor, bourbon, whiskey, anything spirit-wise, we have to buy it from the LCBO. So this channel is all about shining a spotlight on what the LCBO has to offer, and I think what is the best bang for your buck as far as bourbons, Canadian whiskeys, some scotches, and I've branched out into a little bit of Irish, but mainly we stick to bourbons and Canadians. That's not to say it's not going to change into the future. I really do enjoy Scotch, so hit the bell notification if you want to stay up to date with this type of content. I would also really appreciate that, and I hope everyone had a great holiday season and has a great start to this new year, 2023 that is, and everyone stay safe, doesn't party too hard, and enjoys a nice glass of whiskey the way you like it. New uploads every Sunday, some point during the day, and if you want to stay up to date with the uploads, other than hitting that bell notification, follow me on Instagram right here. I post every time I upload on here, as well as some LCBO finds and sometimes their one-day sales, what I think is a good price for certain whiskeys, because their one-day sales do come often, and I find even if you're subscribed to the email list, it's not always on time. I get the email like 12 hours after the day has ended, so it's not always fun. So follow me on Instagram for stuff like that if you're into that. But without further ado, let's get into today's Decapitation. Now today's Decapitation is none other than Knob Creek Rye. This is my first time trying this bottle. I've tried the Knob Creek single barrel up there, 9-year. That's about it, honestly, as far as knob goes. But I really do enjoy their flavor profile. And if you are in Ontario, and it is, I don't know when the sale ends, but beginning of January, let's say, this is actually on sale at the LCBO, I believe, as well as the Woodford Reserve Rye up here, which is coming soon. I'm excited to get into both of those. As you can see, I got the whole Woodford line, not the whole Woodford lineup. I really wanted the sweet wheat. Anyways, they sold out real quick. This single malt, I mean, I don't know, but I got the Woodford lineup up there. I haven't tried double oak yet. I haven't tried the rye. Super excited to try the double oak. So anyways, without further ado, if you've never opened a Knob Creek, you probably know it's sometimes a pain, but it's always a mess. So we're gonna give our best shot at this. You just kind of want to bend it one way, bend it the other, see which way it wants to go. Now, so I did read somewhere that they changed their wax or something so it flakes less. I don't know if that's true, but let's peel this off. Or is it not going to come off? Well, let's see if she got a nice pop. Okay, it came off. Alright, let's see if she has a nice pop. Very nice. So I've actually forgotten my glass, so, well, not like they're not right behind me, but actually they're in the draining rack, but it's okay. I've got lots on deck here. Don't gotta worry. I got a pour station here. So yeah, Knob Creek rye. Ooh. Alright. Smelling like a rye. Most of the ryes that I've actually had are Canadian, but the few American ryes that I have had, I did really enjoy, especially when they come from the bourbon distilleries or big name bourbon distilleries. I really do enjoy a nice rye spice or a boer rye. So, you know, I'm pretty excited for this. This is coming in at 50%. Yeah, 50% ABV, 100 proof. Same as the 9-year. Not single barrel, just the regular 9-year. But so it's got that standard Knob Creek sweetness on the nose. It's like a cross between like a warm brown sugar into faint maple. But then it's really coated in a nice rye spice. Warm rye bread, a little bit of dried berries or something, like raisins or cranberries, dried stuff. I always get that on ryes. Do you guys get that on ryes? Do you get like a dried cranberry or raisin or sometimes like dried apricot? Do you guys get that on ryes? Let me know down below. I'd love to hear. I find myself getting more and more of those dried fruity notes the more ryes I try. As well as like I don't know if it's just my mind smelling the dried fruit and relating it to trail mix, but I start to get a little bit of a nuttiness, and whoa, it always is reminiscent of some nice natural trail mix. The rye spice is nice, not super overpowering. There's like a little lacing of vanilla in there. It's like decently complex on the nose, but like something I'm noticing, other than the fact that this glass looks a little dirty, the legs on her, like it looks pretty viscous, pretty oily, which all the Knob Creeks seem pretty oily to me, especially given that they're only 100 proof. I always relate things back to the Knob Creek 9-year small batch as far as viscosity goes and the mouth coating effect that you get with it. It's like a maple syrup, and I absolutely love it. So yeah, it's gonna do for the nose. A little bit of warm baking spice in there as well with the rye spice, like some cinnamon, definitely some nutmeg. Yeah, it's New Year's, so people are driving crazy. It's not even 5 o'clock yet. But anyways, oh wait, hang on. I got some banana chips in there. Yeah, banana chips. I love banana chips. And trail mix for sure. Anyways, if you guys have some Knob Creek rye, any Knob Creek, pour it, and let's have a quick dram together on this fine 2022 New Year's Eve. Cheers. right off the bat, super oaky, like super oaky, almost into a little bit of bitter oak tannin. It's got some of that rye spice up on top of the oak, and then a little bit of that vanilla. Yeah, so it's like oak with rye spice and vanilla. It's a little bit proof heavy, like, or ethanol heavy rather. It's only 50%, so given that it's only 50%, it is pretty ethanol heavy, I will say that. It's pretty viscous, like it's pretty oily in the mouth. Really gets the mouth coated, salivating with that sweetness. The sweetness does come across. It's more brown sugar than it is maple syrup, and yeah, it's like brown sugar coated raisins, maybe. But on the nose, I'm still getting the maple. Alright, give it one last sip, and we'll go to the finish here. So the finish gives way to a nice rye spice, interlaced with that vanilla again. It's a sweet rye spice. Think sweet rye bread, maybe like with some brown sugar baked into it. There's a faintness of dusty banana chip, I want to say, and that oak still kind of follows through, but it's definitely more dominant right at the tip of your tongue. As you get into the finish, it's kind of smoothed out and not as bitter, so it's very good there. Overall, it's nice. I can't complain. I'm gonna go ahead and give it some water. Now, I didn't say, but this is, I believe, $43 at the LCBO or $53. I will verify, and as always, it will be at the beginning of the video for you to see. But for the price, I always think Knob Creek's punch well above. So if you're looking for a pretty budget bottle with a nice oily viscosity, nice sweetness, some oak in there, and an age statement, this one doesn't have the age statement, but other ones do, go for Knob Creek, because it's a really good bourbon, I think, and it's definitely a staple. And if you've never tried a single barrel, the Knob Creek single barrel comes in at 120 proof, and that's like, I think it's like 50 something as well. It's amazing. So yeah. All right, so with water, it gets a little bit oaky on the nose, vanilla. The raisin is turned to like a cranberry, maybe even like a fig too. And the maple is gone. The brown sugar is very tame. Slight little bit of ginger, I think. Yeah, some fresh ginger. Like the aroma of when you freshly grate ginger in the kitchen. Or in the bedroom, I don't know, I'm not judging. Wherever you want to grate your ginger. Let's get into the taste. Oh wow. It almost, I want to say it like erased it. It erased the oak. It's like it took an eraser to it and just smudged out the oak. I wouldn't say it smoothed it out. I think smudge is like a good reference here, because it didn't take away the punch, but it mellowed it and allows the vanilla to really amp up on the tip of your tongue. You get a little bit more of the dried fruits when you add the water, which I find pretty frequently with scotches and bourbons. When you add water, I find dried fruits come out a lot more. As per usual, the finish is pretty mellowed out now that we've added some water, but it's still good. It's still got some spice and some sweetness. The bitterness overall has been totally knocked out, so that's pretty good. Getting a lot more banana chip since we added the water, which again, dried fruit comes out more. It's really good with water. I really do like Knob Creeks with a little bit of water. I know it's not a super high proof bourbon, and if I'm just, you know, chilling, drinking a dram, I'm probably not going to be adding water. But, I mean, it's a good one to add water to, I will say. And the viscosity doesn't take a hit. It actually, I want to say it gets silkier, okay? So it doesn't increase the oiliness. It doesn't get thicker, but it gets silkier. So it still coats the mouth, but it's just thinned out a little bit. Overall, really enjoy this bourbon, or rye, sorry. Really enjoy this rye. I definitely think it's worth a pickup if you're into ryes and if you're into Knob Creek, because the two just go together and, you know, you get a really nice, sweet, oily rye. But if you guys have tried Knob Creek rye, let me know down below what you guys think. Do you think it's worth the price at the LCBO if you guys shop at the LCBO? Let me know. And that's going to conclude this decapitation. Stay tuned for a more in-depth review. I'm really going to try and be on the ball more in 2023 and be a lot more active on social media in general. So if you did enjoy this and found any of this useful or informational, please leave a like, subscribe, and I hope you all stay safe and healthy. This has been Whiskey Business, and I'm out, guys. Cheers.